listening to Ready, Set, Go Real Estate Investing Podcast, presented by Brandon Elliott. This show will be going over all aspects of real estate investing and is intended to educate, motivate, and prepare you to take action on your first or next real estate investment. For more information, please visit BrandonElliottInvestments.com. Thank you for listening and enjoy.
Welcome back, everyone, to Ready, Set, Go Real Estate Investing Podcast. I'm your host, Mr. Brandon Elliott, and Labor Day is here. Labor Day is here. Wanted to honor everybody that is working their butts off. Number one, on Labor Day. Number two, for anybody that, just understanding the trials, tribulations, the labor that you have endured over this last 12 months. Just wanted to shout out every single person that's working their butts off, the single parent moms, the single parent fathers, the military, people that are just doing whatever they can within your town, within your neck of the woods to be able to make sure that we live better lives. And that counts as you as well, just shooting for excellence, right? Now, when you got to celebrate your Labor Day weekend with friends, family, loved ones, pool parties, boats, whatever, good food, maybe even just get the relaxation of like chilling on the couch for a little bit, whatever, just being with friends and family for that time frame, having Monday off and so forth, maybe, just maybe, you started feeling like, dang, this lifestyle feels good. Getting a little freedom, getting a little time management, a little time freedom, and still getting paid, right? Like all that feels nice. So there's people out there that either love their job or hate their job, right? Somewhere in between, you're just like, But at the end of the day, you got to realize if you hate your job, if you're miserable right now, if you want something different, it's up to you to make that change. And so if you get that one day off extra from holidays and so forth, and you're like, man, I enjoy chilling on the beach. I enjoy having my own hours. Maybe you have your side hustle that you are doing on the side and you didn't really take off your Monday or the weekend because you've been putting in that extra grind hours. And I honor you for doing that, because that is the only way for you to be able to build up something significant enough for it to one day take over what you're doing over here for that 9 to 5. Right? And so if you want to become an entrepreneur, if you want to go all in on your goals, dreams, aspirations, then that is what you're going to want to do. You're going to want to clock in your 9 to 5, get your 40 hours a week there to pay your bills, keep up and just get by, but also get that energy of a second gust of wind for your next job, which is your dreams. You should be working that like a full-time job, putting in that 80 hours a week to really see what can be done. Right? And eventually when you get that thing to take off to a certain point and it's making enough money that, hey, I can time management, I can start getting away. Maybe I can drop it down to part-time at where I'm currently working, or I can get another job that's just part-time to still be able to pay some bills. But this thing's starting to take off over here. Then maybe one day you can fully leave it, right? However, entrepreneurship, business owning, it's not for everyone. It's not for everyone. It's important to realize that. But everyone, I personally believe, should have at least 3 to 4 properties, real estate, for tax benefits, for appreciation, for cash flow, for monthly income, right? For growth, to diversify, to have a safe bet, to not rely on just your boss to be able to pay you, for a retirement plan, if you will, like to have some time freedom and financial freedom, just in case if you get hit by a bus, just in case if you are in the hospital for a while, just in case if something doesn't work out and you have to rely on a boss to pay your bills. That's not something that's going to protect you. You can't rely on anybody else except yourself for your family, for your finances, for your future. It's important, right? And so what I am blessed to have realized is that, number one, real estate changed my life. It didn't just get me excited for the first time in my life when I started reading and getting more education on it, first time. But as I started geeking out on it and getting more excited, the more that I learned, which that was a big clue, and I started implementing it, then the traction just started taking place. And it wasn't rocket science. It wasn't hard to understand. It was simplified. And it wasn't comfortable. It wasn't easy. It was difficult. But what's the alternative? Because I was already dead broke. I've already put myself through enough headache, trials, tribulations. I already was super miserable over here with the job. So I knew anything could be better. And I was desperate. I got desperate to a point that I was willing to do whatever it took to make this thing successful. And that's what took place. Eventually it did, just slow and steady, starting to build up some rental portfolio. And within a year and a half, we had 10 income producing properties that were paying me $10,000 plus per month. And I was only making $1,900 a month for restaurants, like maybe $3,000 if I was real. I think like it was like $2,600 in total with tips under the table and things like that. So you realize that now I have opportunities. I still didn't leave my day job, by the way. I still kept the restaurant for a while until I was doing so much real estate stuff at the day job that they let me go. Like, hey, your heart's not in it. I started coaching a little bit more on the side, started showing more people how to do it as well because it was exciting. And I did it for free for a while. And then eventually people were getting so many results and praising us up because it's free, right? Then eventually we started charging small amounts for my time and it worked out. But what I can tell you is this, as we kept on building more real estate, that changed my life. We have $14 million in real estate assets today. We have no money into any of it. We have $4.3 million in equity. We have tax benefits, hundreds of thousands. The other year we wrote off almost $1 million in tax write-offs, like for real estate. There's appreciation, there's cash flow that we live off of. We're very grateful and blessed. But without the real estate, understand that the real estate changed life, but what really allowed that to take place was credit. Okay. Credit was the catalyst. It was the fire. It was the fuse. It was the thing that actually allowed the real estate to take place because I didn't have friends, family, or people that I could count on. I didn't have other resources. I didn't know any better either. And so there's a million ways to do anything. What I can tell you is putting all the responsibility on me and when there's a will, there's a way, understanding that there's a lot of Joe Schmoes that are popping up left and right the last couple of years that claim to do or teach or help you do the same thing that we're talking about here, but it's not the same. I'm talking about how to actually confidently and boldly know how to get up to 90% approval odds, how to get the banks to say yes a heck of a lot more, and actually how to get the banks to give you the highest limits with the lowest rates possible. Right? The best terms, the best conditions, and stop winging it like the average American does out there. And so that's what we've been able to solidify here at Credit Counsel Elite. And what is amazing for you right here, right now, is that we have a 3-day virtual event coming up this following weekend. It's September 5th, 6th, and 7th that you're not going to want to miss out on completely. We're giving a Labor Day special right here, right now that you can take advantage of by simply typing in this code that is in the comment, or it's in the title right here, CCE3, the number 3, day, DAY. Okay, so Credit Counsel Elite 3-day. You'll get a discount from $1,000 all the way down to $97. But I'm also giving tremendous amounts of value, $2,500 in bonuses. But what you can do is go to this website. It's creditcounselelite.com/3, the number 3-day-access. When you go to this website, you'll be able to see the whole funnel. You'll be able to see all the benefits, the times, the coupon code, and you just type in CCE3DAY and you'll get it dropped down from $1,000 all the way down to $97 right here, right now. Take advantage of that because our 3-day virtual event is bananas. It's bananas. It's the best event you'll be to. I promise you that. We have mastered this over the years to be able to empower you, to lift you up, to give you the confidence, to give you the information overload, but like opening up a fire hose, but being able to condense it and simplify it in a strategic process to really make sure that it can be implemented. And that's the only thing that matters. It's the action piece of it, the information to be able to take action on. We have 29 employees to be able to serve you throughout the whole weekend, in addition to members that we're going to bring on, some other speakers that are going to come on to be able to share with you not just testimonies, but how it can work for you as well. And then we're going to be working it that weekend. Okay. So I don't want you to miss out on it for the simple fact alone that general admission is normally $300. VIP ticket is $1,000. However, I'm dropping it down VIP ticket for you right here, right now for only $97. Okay. Plus, for taking action and being dedicated to our podcast here, we're also going to be giving you some bonuses. And the bonuses are real simple. I'm giving you our ebook, Unlock Your Full Credit Potential. It's everything that is in our top package, our inner circle package, high level ticket package, breaking that down all into words, all into description. Basically, if you know how to follow instructions and you enjoy reading, but you enjoy, basically like following the instructions on how to bake a cake, this is going to be the same exact thing. It's going to be step-by-step instructions on how to implement this stuff so that it works, so that you guys can implement it and get the best of the best results. And if you've ever read a book that changed your life, like Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki, or anything similar, this is one of those books that could have the full potential 100% to rock your world. And so you get that alone. If you enjoy reading, that's for you. In addition to that, for anybody that doesn't like reading, we have a course built out for you with over 20 videos on there. It should have been taught in school, should have been taught at the dinner table. It wasn't. However, this is going to break down step by step how these banks and lenders are judging you, how to play the game, and how to actually set up for success. All of this combined is worth over $2,500. I'm breaking it down, giving it to you today for the VIP ticket, giving you all the recordings, extended Q&A sessions on that 3-day webinar live event, and bringing in amazing speakers that will blow your mind. In addition to all this, just $97. And so I can't wait for you to be a part of it. Next weekend is going to be bananas. We already have 100 people registered for it right now. Trust me when I tell you, this is the networking, this is the community, this is the resources, this is the impact that you need to succeed. Okay. And so it would be a complete disservice if I didn't give you that opportunity. And I want to just make it a no-brainer for being loyal to the podcast, being loyal to your employer currently, whether you have one or not. If you still want to be in there and because you acknowledge hey, being an entrepreneur might not be for me, cool. That's great. It's good to acknowledge that. However, we all need some extra real estate. Everyone. Because you need time freedom, you need financial freedom just in case. You can't rely everything on somebody else to pay for everything. Okay? And so I highly encourage, please come to the 3-day virtual event because I know what it will do for you. I know even if you don't come to the event for some reason or another, if you just invest in yourself for the $97 right now to get all the goodies, all the benefits, all the bonuses that I'm giving out right here, right now, it will bless you. It will bless you tremendously. So come. This is your opportunity. This is your time right now. Enough is enough. Draw the line in the sand. Say, hey, what I was doing before and constantly getting denied, constantly scratch my head. Why am I getting denied? Why am I getting low limits? Why am I getting horrible interest rates? How can I do this better? Why are people in Credit Counsel Elite? How are they doing it? We've helped out over 3,700 other members. We've been doing it since 2017. I got started into the credit space, financial, FICO, bank lending since 2011, and I started implementing real estate 2015. Again, I don't need to buy 10 properties a month or even 2 properties for that matter a month. I take down 1 or 2 deals per year, but I aim for properties where I'm going to make $250,000 to $500,000 or more. And if I can do it, trust me when I tell you, you can do it. If 3,700 other members within Credit Counsel Elite over the years have, you can too. And so I just want to bless you with this stuff. This weekend is going to be just jam-packed with value so that you can implement it on your own. And for $47 to get access to that, it's a no-brainer. So I pray that lands, that you guys can take full action on it. Again, the website is creditcounselelite.com/3-day 3-day-access. Okay, when you go to that website, you can just type in the coupon code CCE3DAY and you'll be blessed with it. If you have any struggles with this at all, simply email support@creditcounselelite.com and just put in the subject podcast and let us know whatever struggles you're having. Otherwise, you can DM us on social media as well. We're very active right now on social media, so by all means, on Instagram it's Credit Counsel Elite, or on Instagram also my personal page is Brandon Elliott Investment. So reach out to us, DM us, let us know, and we would be happy and honored to serve you for Labor Day to hook you guys up. All right. So whether you've been loyal and watching us for a very long time, or you're brand new to the channel and just want to say thank you, respect each and every one of you guys, love you guys all so much. And I'm just super passionate about what credit has done for me. We have a list of 9,500 banks, state by state, broken down from top to bottom, which ones are giving out the most funding. If we could teach you how to talk to them properly, that there's 45 metrics on how these banks and lenders are judging you so that you now know how to play the game and understand that the banks need to lend to us. That's the business that they're in. If they're not lending, they're not making money. They will shut down. But understand that we give all of our money to the banks. We ask for nothing back. They give us 0.00 nothing %, right? I don't know how much you made on your money sitting in the bank last year, but it wasn't much. Peanuts, pennies on the dollar, and not even pennies on the dollar. But at the end of the day, it has, they lend it back out to us tenfold on personal loans, auto loans, mortgages, student loans, credit cards, retail cards, business loans, etc. Right? And so therefore, they're actually these banks are averaging off of us anywhere from 500 to 3,000%. It's crazy. Did you know that you can flip the script on these banks and start getting these introductory offers that these banks offer and get 0% funding anywhere from 6 months to 24 months, on average 18 months? There's power behind that. So, and every 6 months you can repeat the process for the simple fact that whether you get 1 application approved or 50 approved, the banks and lenders are going to start denying you once they start seeing 1 or 50 pop up on your personal credit profile, because they're going to say you've been searching for too much credit. So just know that you can position this properly, get as much as possible, not just 1, but go for the 50, get hundreds of thousands, and every 6 months repeat the process, because that excuse goes away after 6 months. They're not going to say you've been searching for too much credit anymore. So at that point, every 6 months doing this again, and if the average is 18 months at 0% interest, you've already been able to do it 3 times within 18 months. So there's power behind what we're teaching here. It really works. We really have systems in place. We really have a pledge that we back it up 100%, saying we will work with you no matter what your struggles, tribulations, trials, and errors are. We will guide you with the support that you need to succeed, no matter how long it takes. We're here to over deliver for you. So I pray that this hits you well today. You enjoy your Labor Day, and that you show up with power and anticipating, come expecting for next weekend, September 5th, 6th, and 7th. Again, you're not going to want to miss it. Go to our website right now, creditcounselelite.com/3-day-access. Type in the code 3DAY and you will be blessed with that information. Okay. And we'll see you with all the gifts, all the bonuses for you guys, just to hook you guys up with for $97. It's a no-brainer. Okay. We'll catch you on the next episode next Monday. Otherwise, we'll see you guys this weekend coming up for September 5th, 6th, and 7th. Love you guys all so much. We'll catch you later. God bless.
This has been another episode of Ready, Set, Go Real Estate Investing Podcast, brought to you by Brandon Elliott. For more information, please visit BrandonElliottInvestments.com. Also, please don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment below. Thanks again for joining. Until next time, God bless.